What's up, future certified peer recovery specialists? It's your coach, Mia from EmpowerPath Academy. So many students trip up on the peer recovery specialist exam because of a few simple, avoidable mistakes. Today, we're going to make sure that doesn't happen to you. I am going to break down the top 10 mistakes students make on the IC&RC exam and, more importantly, show you exactly how to avoid them. Whether this is your first attempt or you're aiming for a better score on a retest, stick with me. By the end of this video, you'll have the tools you need to walk into that testing center feeling calm, confident, and completely prepared to succeed. Let's get you certified. Alright, mistake number 1, not knowing the domain weights. This is a classic rookie error. You see, the exam isn't graded equally across all topics. It's broken down into specific domains and some carry a lot more weight than others. For example, the domains of mentoring and education and ethical responsibility combined make up more than half of your total score. If you're spending the same amount of time studying advocacy or recovery and wellness support, you're not studying efficiently. The fix is simple: focus your study time based on how the exam is weighted. It's not about studying harder or longer, it's about studying smarter. Allocate your energy where it counts the most, and you'll maximize your score. This leads us right into mistake number 2, studying definitions instead of scenarios. I see this all the time. Students will memorize the entire dictionary of recovery terms, but freeze when faced with a real-world situation. This exam isn't a vocabulary test, it's a test of your judgment and application skills. You're going to see questions that sound like this. A peer you are working with tells you they want to stop taking their prescribed medication because they feel great. What is your first step? The exam wants to know how you would act, not just what you know. So how do you fix this? Start practicing with scenario-based quizzes and practice exams. These questions will force you to think critically and ethically, applying the principles of peer support just like you would on the job. It's about moving from memorization to application. Now for a big one, mistake number 3, ignoring ethics and boundaries. This is single-handedly the fastest way to fail a question, or even the whole exam. The IC&RC wants to see that you understand your role and, crucially, your limitations. Your scope of practice is your North Star. If you're reading a question and the answer choice feels like you're giving clinical advice, making a diagnosis, or crossing a personal boundary with a peer, it is almost certainly the wrong answer. Your role is to be a guide, a mentor, and a support, not a therapist, a doctor, or a sponsor. The fix is to constantly ask yourself, is this within my scope as a peer support specialist? Remember, you are a peer, not a clinician. Keep that distinction crystal clear in your mind for every single question. Okay, let's talk about mistake number 4, overthinking the easy questions. It sounds simple, but you'd be surprised how many points are lost to self-doubt. You'll read a question, an answer will immediately pop into your head, and it will feel right. But then, the doubt creeps in. Is it a trick question? Is it too obvious? You start to second-guess yourself, you change your answer, and you end up picking the wrong one. More often than not, your initial gut reaction, guided by all your training and studying, is the correct one. Here's the fix: trust your first instinct. Unless you reread the question and realize you misunderstood something or you are absolutely certain your first choice was wrong, stick with it. Don't let anxiety talk you out of a correct answer. Mistake number 5 is a practical one, not practicing time management. Let's do the math. The exam typically gives you around 120 minutes for 125 questions. That's less than 1 minute per question. If you get bogged down on a few tough scenarios, you could run out of time before you even get to the questions you know you can answer correctly. Panic sets in and your performance plummets. It's a preventable disaster. The fix is to take timed practice tests. This is non-negotiable. Get a feel for the pace you need to maintain. During the real exam, if a question stumps you, flag it and move on. You can always come back to it later if you have time. The goal is to answer every question, not to get a perfect score on the first 10. Keep moving. This brings us to mistake number 6, not reading for the best answer. This is a subtle but critical distinction. On many multiple-choice questions, especially scenario-based ones, you might find that 2, or even 3, answer choices seem correct. They all sound like reasonable things a peer specialist might do. But the exam is looking for the best option. It's testing your ability to prioritize and apply the core values of peer support. So, what's the fix? When you're stuck between 2 good answers, always choose the one that is the most ethical, the most peer-focused, the most strengths-based, and the most empowering for the peer. That's what the test is truly measuring. Reread the question and ask, which of these options truly puts the peer first? Mistake number 7 is the classic student trap, cramming the night before the exam. You've been there pulling an all-nighter, fueled by caffeine, trying to shove months of information into your brain in just a few hours. Here's the hard truth. Cramming destroys retention and increases anxiety. The night before your big day, your brain should be resting and consolidating information, not panicking. The fix is to create a study plan and stick to it. Study in small, consistent, manageable blocks of time in the weeks leading up to the exam. The night before, your only job is to do a light review of your notes, then close the book. Eat a good meal, relax, watch a movie, and get a good night's sleep. Your brain will thank you for it. Speaking of which, that leads us to mistake number 8, forgetting self-care on test day. You can be the most knowledgeable person in the world, but if you show up to the exam tired, hungry, dehydrated, or anxious, your brain simply won't perform at its peak. It's like trying to run a marathon without any fuel. Your cognitive functions, like memory and critical thinking, suffer. The fix is to treat your body and mind like a professional athlete would before a big game. Get a full night's sleep. Eat a light, nutritious breakfast. Avoid heavy or sugary foods. Drink water. And please, arrive at the testing center early to avoid any last-minute stress. Remember, self-care isn't a luxury, it's a vital part of your professional preparation. Mistake number 9 is a logistical nightmare, not bringing the right materials. Imagine getting all the way to the testing center, ready to go, only to be turned away because you forgot your photo ID or your exam confirmation letter. It's a devastating and completely avoidable scenario. Before test day, double and triple check what you need to bring. This usually includes a valid, government-issued photo ID and your exam confirmation email. Also, check the specific rules of your testing center. Are you allowed a water bottle? Are there restrictions on what you can wear? And here's a bonus tip for what to bring. Bring a calm and confident mindset. You've done the work. Walk in there feeling prepared, not rushed or flustered. And finally, the 10th and most important mistake to avoid, doubting yourself. After all the studying, all the practice tests, and all the preparation, the biggest remaining obstacle can be your own mindset. Self-doubt can sabotage your performance. Remember, the IC&RC exam is not designed to trick you or to make you fail. It's designed to confirm what you already know and to ensure you understand the core values, ethics, and role of a peer recovery specialist. You have put in the hours. You have done the training. You have the lived experience. The fix is to walk into that room with confidence. You already have everything it takes to be an amazing peer specialist. This exam is just the final step to prove it to the world and to yourself. So there you have it, the top 10 mistakes and how to sidestep them. Remember, preparation builds confidence and confidence builds results. By avoiding these common pitfalls, you are already miles ahead of most other people taking this exam. You've got this. I'm Coach Jay Lewis with EmpowerPath Academy, where our mission is simple: to empower, encourage, and elevate. Now go out there and pass that exam. If you found this video helpful, do me a favor and hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more tips to help you on your journey. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.